Yeah, like, oh, what's the point? I'm not going to be able to do it.
So what's the point? So here we've got kids class after class after class, one big challenge and 3 tries and they're ready to be done. I mean, that emotional strength just, do you feel it just kind of disappear?
During another exercise, we have to write while only looking at our hand in a mirror. Oh, Special education teacher Jackie Nervick says for the first time, she really feels the exhaustion her students do and realizes they need more breaks. She'd like to see all regular classroom teachers do this exercise. Special ed teachers often talk to them about giving certain kids less or no homework or shorter assignments.
They don't understand the exhaustion piece and the behavioral issues that come from being exhausted.
And the teachers have a new understanding of how things they've all said in class might be heard by students.
Do your best, make good learning choices.
Teacher educator Barb Delcup realizes now those lines probably aren't helping her students. She and the other teachers talk about new approaches. Delcup says teachers try to be empathetic, but
we often feel the pressures that the school environment and the school culture place on teachers. Therefore, we place it on the children to perform at a certain level, which makes it extremely difficult.
Today, though, teachers are learning teaching strategies and skills, even as simple as not interrupting students when they're focused on a task. Okay, that's a P. Back to me, struggling with the scrambled text. The teacher next to me whispers the word I was stuck on. Pleasant Village. A group cheers as I finish. Sadly, something that probably wouldn't happen in a real classroom. But we leave class today finally understanding a little bit how it feels to be a child struggling in a classroom. I'm Jenny Brundine, Colorado Public Radio News.
Prices have been spiking lately and what that could mean for your gas bill.
Marketplace Morning Report is supported by ADT, helping protect what matters most for over 140 years. The ADT yard sign is more than a sign. It's a line in the sand. Visit ADT.com. And by Zillow, where users can discover millions of homes for sale and for rent, from modern apartments to historic homes. Zillow, whatever home means to you, we'll help you find it.
From Marketplace in New York, I'm Mark Garrison in for David Roncaccio. The price of oil is on a tear as of late. For context, we have Amrita Sen, Chief Oil Analyst at Energy Aspects in London. Amrita, explain what's pushing prices up.
Combination of factors, really. We've seen improving demand from Asia. Chinese buying is starting again. They've had some severe floods. Now they've eased, and that's why they can come back and buy some crude oil as the logistical bottlenecks ease. But there's also been a rise in a lot of supply disruptions. So the combination of falling supplies and a little bit better demand has really turned sentiment around. And let's not forget, the most important thing probably for sentiment, even though it doesn't change fundamentals, is the rumor mill going again about potential talks about freezing output from OPEC members and potentially come up with a freeze plan for their output.
Now, a lot of people listening are driving to work, maybe thinking about a late summer road trip, so gas prices come to mind. And a rise in crude, it doesn't necessarily have immediate impact on gas prices, but down the road, what kind of changes might drivers see if the prices stay elevated for crude oils in terms of what they pay at the pump?
Currently, the gasoline market is extremely oversupplied, so the increase in gasoline prices will lag that of crude. But ultimately, as crude prices continue to rise, gasoline is not going to be shielded from it entirely. And not necessarily right away, not in the next 6 months or so, but after that, as the crude overhang of inventory starts to reduce, we are going to see a much tighter crude oil market. Supplies are falling everywhere, and the supply pipeline of new projects is just non-existent.